I'm Greg. I'm half owner of Bodycraft Tattoos at Belmont. Been tattooing roughly for 20 years, off and on. Been in the industry, loving it and still love it. I actually got started in a little country town called Harden, outback hick town. Had a son come home with a home job. My eldest boy came home with a home job done with a cassette gun. And the only way to make it look anything was to play with the cassette gun, get it running right and start tattooing him. So that's exactly what I did. From that it became a chronic addiction where I would have my leg up in front of the mirror tattooing myself. And it grew from there. Yeah, opened a shop in Harden, typical country little town, where all the pensioners took petitions up with the church to close the evil tattoo shop back in those days. You know, they'd walk across the road to venture away from the shop, and so they're walking in front of it. Yeah, so it started back in the heyday of the Big Prejudice tattoo, and just grown shop to shop. We played gypsies a lot through our life and moved to different areas with the kids. Anthony went westward eventually and opened his own out there. We've sort of now got to the point where Belmont, this has been here for 2 years now, this shop, we're not moving. This is where we'll retire and die here. Enjoy life. So yeah, this is the last move. We're just continuing tattooing. Tattooing wise, I like to tattoo all styles. My favourite styles would be black work. I like portraits. I do like the dark side of tattooing. I like skulls. As you can see, everything about me is skulls and evil, and not that I'm into anything satanic and, you know, dance, Hail Mary and all this kind of evil shit, but it's a lot of character. You can put so much effort into a skull, and it doesn't matter how many times you tattoo a skull, every skull can be different. It's hard to say that with a lot of forms of tattooing. An anchor's always an anchor, a snake's always a snake. So I like to, if I can, do realism in stuff. Skulls you can put realism in and change it, and just by doing black work, make it something special. If the customer wants a colour piece, you can do the black work portrait piece first, turn it into a colour piece, and it just jumps out again. So tattooing has progressed so much. I couldn't do that when I first started. Shading wasn't the same. The guys who are at the forefront of doing that were only just starting to experiment with black works, and I guess the Americans sort of led the way with that stuff. I like a lot of German artists, because the German artwork, a lot of it's dark, but only they're using black and white as a format for the whole picture. It's like a black and white photo. Sometimes a black and white photo shows more character than a colour. And I guess that's the way I look at my tattooing. If they want colour, I'll go the one step forward. I'm Japanese, I'm that sort of style, I'm bright stuff, new school, it's fine. But my favourite would be black work pieces, only because that's the forefront of definition. Then when you add the colour, it's a secondary thing to me. I think a good artist is what makes the tattoo in the end. It's not so much the tattoo, it's how the artist puts it in the skin. And it's the same with James, with my son Anthony, with my wife. When we all do tattoos, it's what they put into it. It can be a simple little butterfly, but if you put a little bit more shade and a little bit more effort into it, that's where it goes. We try to do that here, where we put the extra work into it, which is what an artist is. They can do art and then they'll have their specialties. We're here to try to do all that and keep the customer happy, and not charge them $1 million in the process either. Look, apart from that, if you're interested in a tattoo, we here will all do the best job we can to draw it up, to try and interpret your definitions of what you want. And there has been times where we've redrawn stuff 7 or 8 times for the customer. We get it right in the end. Someone walks in and they say, look, you know, I'd like to have Greg, or I will say, it doesn't matter which one of us do it, you'll get the best job. And that's the way it works. It's the same with Heather doing the cosmetic. She does eyeliner, she does all that stuff. So if women come in and they get a tattoo on their arm, for say, they can also get their eyeliner done at the same time. We now do skin camouflaging and skin colouring over the old sailor tattoos, so that we can redo brand new tattoos again. So it's all changing and evolving into, I mean, I would never have thought when I was a kid, my grandfather at 70 going into a tattoo shop to get his first tattoo. And we've had them 71, 76, you know. It's a good thing now. People don't shun upon us, you know. Women will come into the shop and feel comfortable, because we're not putting out that stereotype rough thing with all the Harleys out the front and drugs and the whole. It's about the art now. And people are actually starting to see that no matter what form it is, whether it be cosmetic, whether it be tattooing, whether it's tattoo removal, whatever it is, it's becoming more professional. The business isn't full of backyarders. And yay, backyarders, you make us lots of money. Keep it going, guys. My name's Greg from Bodycraft. Check it out, Tattoo Inc. TV. That's the one.